Welcome back to the GSL Code S. INnoVation, Artosis is kicking a lot of ass.
He is kicking a lot of ass,
yeah.
Faceless. He's up 2-0. He looked completely invincible in the games with completely different strategies.
Yeah.
I don't know that he can be stopped in this matchup.
I don't think he can be stopped, man.
I don't think TVZ is in balance, but INnoVation versus C certainly is.
David Kim, you need to patch INnoVation right away.
I don't know.
I don't know how.
He's like, all right. He like releases the statement of what the patch will be. It's like, we're actually taking 2 of the fingers on his keyboard hand. And INnoVation just looks at the screen and cries. His tears rolling down his cheeks.
We're just removing the pinky and the index. He's like, oh!
He's like, on my keyboard hand. Then he has to like switch to his mouse in his left hand or something because he doesn't use many fingers for
That's
it.
fine. INnoVation just starts to play with his feet and becomes even better.
Oh my god. That would be... I don't know how that would work out.
And here's what's scary, Artosis. He's playing with his feet, but with shoes on. Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
He has no digits then, which means he could just play with his hands anyways.
He could basically play with his elbows if he wanted to. All right, our map is Whirlwind, and if there's a map that a Zerg can come back on, it's going to be this one. So RorO still has a shot despite how good INnoVation's playing. Well, it looks like we're going to get this game going. I'm Faceless with these Artosis, and this is the GSL Code S. In the bottom left starting location, we have our Zerg player. He needs to make a comeback. He is.
삼성칸 RorO.
And in the bottom right starting location, we have our Terran player, the new legend. He is.
STX Soul INnoVation.
All right.
Now, I'm under the impression we're going to have very standard play here from INnoVation.
Yes, I think so. And
I wonder what's going on in RorO's head right now. You know, you lose 2 games like that, I mean, that's got to be discouraging.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. I mean, INnoVation is just playing so well. And the thing, if they thought that RorO could win this, right now he has to be rethinking that and be like, oh god, I actually did underestimate how good he is. Because I don't think RorO is playing like really poorly or anything. You know, it's not like RorO is having a terrible off day.
No.
Just INnoVation.
No, he's actually playing really well. Like in that last game, guys, RorO actually played really well.
Yeah.
But INnoVation is just like, he's just so sick.
He's just a few steps ahead of everybody. So, I don't know, man. RorO has to come up with some sort of new plan, though. What new plan will it be? Like, does he do an all-in here? Does he do like a Roach Baneling bust? Does he try to play standard?
You know, the real question is that how he goes out? Nice turnaround there, by the way, with the Overlord. I mean, if you do try to do a Roach Baneling all in and it fails, you can talk about not going out with a bang, but a whimper, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess it could be a bang if Widowmine hits all your Banelings and you just GG out right there.
That's a boom, man. That's a boom.
Okay.
I don't think bombs go bang. Doors go bang.
Bullets are like little tiny bombs that come out of guns.
Bullets go rat-a-tat. I've read enough comic books. I know the sounds.
Oh,
I know how to. Yeah.
I think Tommy guns go rat-a-tat.
I know the onomatopoeias for various
everything.
Actions. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, he
like
actually,
when somebody disappears into smoke, it goes puff.
He's actually going 2 hatches before pool. So RorO is being very greedy right now. And, of course, that's going to work very well against INnoVation. On a 4-player map, INnoVation is not the most likely to go ahead and throw down double proxy racks.
And not just any 4-player map, but this 4-player map, Whirlwind, the biggest map in StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Definitely a Zergy map.
Yeah. But, you know, maybe even more INnoVation favored than Zerg favored, so we'll see. I feel like INnoVation's going to, you know, drop his 3rd command and rally through it and just do his never-ending push.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see if that ends up working. You know, RorO basically has to secure a 4th or kill one of INnoVation's bases. That's really what it comes down to. Because INnoVation's army is going to be almost untouchable until RorO has a giant advantage in that area, and you can't do that until you have a bigger economy or they have a smaller one.
I feel like this GSL is going to be so weird if INnoVation is not in the finals. You know?
Yeah. I tell you, when I asked Iagaz who he thought would advance, he said INnoVation is the next victim. Like it's the perfect way to look at it almost.
Yeah,
like
that's very true.
Can either of those guys take out INnoVation? I'm like, I am so sorry, Symbol and Bomber. I love you both very much.
Yeah, they're both two of the most prominent players of all time, but like INnoVation just looks completely unstoppable.
Yeah. All right, well, everything looking completely standard for these guys. The only difference that we've really seen so far was the fact that RorO did go triple hat. Oh God, okay, INnoVation, never mind. He's doing something else, Stasis. He's going for Hellbat drops.
Yep. Probably one of the best possible answers to it. Zerk's getting this greedy.
Well, there's a Roach Warren on the way, so that's going to be a pretty good counter to that as well.
That's very true.
I'm excited to see how these two match up, and what is he going to want to do with that Roach Warren? Is that just purely defense? I don't think so. I don't think it is, Stasis. I think that he's going to put on aggression with that. This isn't just going to be a small handful of roaches to deter drops or anything like that. And he can't tell what's going on either because he's had like no scouting intel of INnoVation. So this is going to come completely blind.
All right, so the Hellions are now moving out. Now we have seen Hellbat variations of this where the Hellbat drop goes into the main and hits. And then the Hellions will meanwhile usually hit the third base or the second base.
Yeah.
We'll see if that happens this time around, though.
Well, it always could be something like a Hellbat and Hellion drop. We've seen some stuff like that as well. It depends on what speed you want to get it out there with. But it looks like this is going to time out well, that 2 medevacs are out and 4 Hellbats are out. So this could do a lot of damage, but a counterattack of Roaches and a lot of Lings and maybe some Banelings is definitely, there's the Baneling nest. He's going for a Roach Bane here, and I think this is not a terrible choice.
No, I got to agree with you. I think it's not bad at all.
He got a jump start in his economy. These spots are reasonably good for INnoVation, and INnoVation has looked completely unbeatable so far, so why not? Mix this one in.
Looks like the Roaches and Lings are pulling up here now. By the way, Ling speed almost done. We have the medevacs boosting out of here and headed towards the main, but remember, if these are attacking the main, they obviously can't also be defending the entrance to the second base, so he could just get run over here.
Well, here we go, Tasteless. He's going to see those Roaches coming in, but he's still going to go with that Hellbat drop. I don't think he turns that around at all.
No, for sure. He's too far in now.
Yeah. This could turn into a little bit of a base trade scenario, but that's going to favor RorO a bit.
All right, he's hitting hard right now with these Hellbats. Baneling's now morphing outside the entrance of the base. More bunkers now going down. Can INnoVation hold this? It looks like he's going to sack the main. Now INnoVation going to go ahead in here and turtle up. The main was not completely welded, so he's having to make a depot now.
Well, this is pretty rough. Those Hellbats do not have the greatest range. There are some medevacs out, but we'll see if he can actually hold on over there. In the meantime, going after more drones in that natural.
I don't know if he can actually hold this, man.
Yeah, the Banelings are going to be absolutely amazing.
And they connected quite well there. One more Baneling hit on most of those SCVs, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Wow, great save there with the Hellbat drop. But the thing is, the Roaches can finish everything off there, really.
All right, now the Hellbats are doing a good amount of damage, but it's not even comparable to the amount of damage that INnoVation is suffering right now.
But you know what? He has 2 medevacs at home. Maybe he continues to put on this pressure.
Yeah, that could totally happen. With the Marauder coming out now, he can. Yeah, you're absolutely right. He can keep doing that damage. And these medevacs have Hellbats in them, but they don't have a lot of energy right now. So the harassment of INnoVation's base should slow down.
Well, let's.
Well, actually,
look.
Not if the Roaches aren't there to defend.
It's 17 drones killed, 43 SCVs killed. That's pretty grossly in RorO's favor. 56 supply to 31. Wild.
All right, Lings are now hitting these depots. Meanwhile, another medevac drop over here. Now, if he can just get a few more hits up on these drones, it would be huge.
That's what he's going for. If he can get that drone kill count high enough, then it's going to be hard for RorO to actually continue to make anything.
He's picking up again.
Well, he does have it up to 22 now. He just needs to double it, and they'll be even on workers killed.
The Zerk can't... hold on. I thought more harassing here on these drones. A lot of good drone kills here. And now regrouping over here.
He needs to get a little bit lucky with one of these drops.
Yeah, he needs that perfect shot. Oh, not a good drop there.
Yeah, really nice running away skills
Only
here.
getting one drone there.
Some spores are on the way, and that is, of course, a great choice.
All right, he's going to try to intercept those drones. And we have, okay, now this is the drop that's going to matter a little bit more here because those medevacs have a lot of energy and don't have wounded Hellbats.
Yeah, you know what? 4 medevacs with 6 Hellbats. Let me see how many units he has. He has 8 roaches. 6 Hellbats and 4 medevacs beats that, Tasteless. Well, he's making 6 roaches more, so that's going to help, obviously, but he's killing anything he can right now.
Yeah, any damage he can inflict.
Yeah, he needs to pick off roaches, as many as he possibly can to keep this going.
All right, he's coming here now and doing a good amount of damage, by the way, continuing to heal that one injured. Oh, my God!
Very close.
He's actually slowly picking his opponent apart.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. Dealing a lot of damage, but he's taking some now, too. He's got to be careful about this
run.
right back. Ooh, that could have been bad.
Oh, my God. Just even some more drone kills. Very nicely done.
I think he's going to end up killing this hatch.
I think you're right.
If he brings the other Hellbats over, for sure.
It's actually kind of funny because INnoVation took all the damage, but right now it's RorO's economy that's really suffering here. And he gets it. I can't believe my eyes. All right, Artos, we've basically seen everything now. We've seen a Hellbat drop that killed a hatchery.
This is kind of crazy.
And
13 Hellbats are out right now in 5 medevacs. He's basically just all in with max Hellbat.
I don't ever associate Hellbats with killing roaches. You know what I mean? Like, this is like not... This is breaking the format of my brain right now, but...
You know, Hellbats... I
mean, they can do it.
Hellbats and medevacs can kill anything in the game.
It's true, it's true.
You find a way to drop those on a Broodlord, that thing will be dead too, okay? They're pretty wild. So this is a lot of Hellbats coming up here, a lot of medevacs healing them as well. Some Marauders mixed in. This is very scary right now.
Yeah, the Hellbats can take the damage while the Marauders deal it.
That Queen with so much energy does get taken out with no Transfuses cast. And oh my God.
Am I actually seeing this? Is this really happening?
Maybe.
Okay, I guess he's actually going to be able to break through this. And the Marauders are great at taking the Baneling damage, so that was definitely not cost effective there.
Look at the supply. This is... I'm so glad I'm not on the forums right now, Jesus.
I can't believe my eyes.
Yeah.
All right. And he's going to reinforce. It looks like he should just slowly clean him out. Wow, okay, so INnoVation really is that good.
Yeah, he is. Hellbat's a pretty good unit in this game.
GG. What?
Wow.
What?
Well,
okay.
Well, INnoVation, that was
INnoVation.
He lost 43 SCVs and then just microed Hellbats and medevacs to win.
Okay, that happened.
Yeah.
That's real, and it's not a cheesy movie right now. Somebody's that good at StarCraft too. Okay.
All right. Well, INnoVation advances, and RorO, unfortunately, 3-0'd. Of course, he got that round of 8, so he's got a lot of WCS points, and he will be in the next season.
That looked like if I had played a game against my neighbor kid friend who does not play StarCraft, and I somehow messed up and got behind, but it's like, well, clearly I'm just a StarCraft player, so I'm going to engineer a win here. That's what that game looked like.
It did actually look like that. That is true.
But in fact, that was INnoVation against the former GSL champion.
Yeah. RorO's still one of the best Zergs in the world, but didn't quite deal with those Hellbat drops quite well enough. Like, he got the spores up. Maybe the Queens would have been even a better choice so that he could have chased the medevacs a bit more, because he really abused him with just lifting up.
When he got the spore crawlers and everything else.
I mean, those are what you normally do want, but he had so little that maybe he needed a little bit more mobile anti-air, even if it wasn't as strong anti-air.
He harassed him enough to the point where then he took all the units that would normally be there for harassing, put them together in one clump, and just attacked into his opponent and killed him.
Yeah, Hellbats are
it was like a 70% Hellbat
man.
army with some Marauders in the back.
Hellbats tank better than tanks. And
apparently they do, yeah. So INnoVation moves on. We're going to go to our next best of 3 after this short commercial break, so don't go anywhere.